my persuasive speech, I'm going to be persuading you on why being a twin is fun. My specific purpose is to prove that having a twin is a different type of sibling bond. Do you like to share? I don't. I've had to do that since day one. Being a twin is full of its own challenges, from arguing and getting into trouble to laughing over things others wouldn't find as funny as you do, and I can definitely relate to this. Having a twin gives you an inseparable bond that gives you a built-in best friend. Life is even better with a twin in your life. What is my life like as a twin? My life is great. I get my very own best friend, and when someone asks me if I have siblings, instead of saying I have an older or younger sibling, I get to say I have a twin. But I can't leave out the most important detail, which is that I am 6 minutes older. Life of being a twin. There's many ups and downs and pros and cons, but here's some examples. Many people know of you as your sibling's sister or brother, which is kind of helpful for people getting around. You get two of most things. An example is gifts from other people, which is generous of them. You also get compared by others, whether it's for your height. I used to be taller, and he's getting his growth spurt, so now I'm officially shorter. Sports. The sports we share and sports we don't. We do have different interests. School. People at school compare us based on who we are and what we do. And looks. Whether we have different similarities or differences. Hannah Kolechin talks about her and her sister's life as twins and what it is like. Hannah says that having a twin comes with many struggles. What she means by that is people assume that twins share the same interests and hobbies, which they don't. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Something she did for her and her twin, or something her parents did for her and her twin sister, is that when they began school, their parents requested that they were in separate classes, which I can relate to that because my parents did that, except 4th grade year, me and my brother got to be in the same class, which honestly wasn't that bad because we are in some classes now in high school. Being a twin is fun and all, and there's many amazing moments, but it comes with many questions that people often want to know, not only about you, but also about your twin. The things people ask you about you and your twin. There are many common questions you get asked, which is part of being a twin. Many common questions are asked, such as if you could read each other's mind or feel each other's pain, which I believe is a myth because I've never experienced that, but I've heard where other people have experienced that. Also about twin telepathy, such as dressing the same, saying the same things, or more, which we have came upstairs in the mornings dressed the same without even planning it. Usually one of us goes and changes because we don't want to look alike. And we also have said the same things, like if my parents ask us a question and we'll both say yes or something at the same time. A twin's secret language. According to Catherine Neer from science.hotstuffworks.com, children often develop their speech skills in stages. There are many different stages where you can develop your speaking skills, and that means just because they're having a hard time speaking, that does not mean they don't understand what you are saying. So just because they can't speak well to you, that doesn't mean that they don't understand what you are saying towards them. Twins can have a secret language where only they can understand each other. I have never experienced that either, but I've heard where people experience that. So I also have seen that is a myth, but it could be true. Past all of the questions you get asked, it is also important to realize how hard it is to raise twins and how much your parents have done for you. There are so many things nobody tells you about raising twins as a parent. Personally, I don't think this gets talked about enough, but your parents have done a lot more for you than you realize, especially your mom, but it is also important to give your dad some credit too. It's not cheap, especially if you have more than one child. Parenting twins. Your parents are not only taking care of one child, but two, which makes it a lot tougher. They are constantly exhausted taking care of you by being up in the middle of the night when you are very young. Also, they are doubling supplies for you, which leads to higher costs. An example is diapers, and those are not cheap. Research shows that raising twins is more exhausting and expensive than many realize. Anna Veloise from wellparenttherapy.com says the cost of twins gets overwhelming. She also says that twin parenting can burn you out as a parent very easily. And for my visual aids, I have a picture of me and my twin. That's when we're at the lake for my audience to see. And I also have 2 shirts. They're ours from when we went to Jamaica, but we also wore the same clothes since sometimes, so I thought that was a good visual aid. And a baseball and a softball, because we share the same interest in that sport. But this is my favorite sport, but I know it's not his favorite sport, but it's still fun. I know his favorite sport is basketball. So in conclusion, having a twin is the best thing in the world. You get to have your very own best friend, and as twins begin to mature, they begin to build a better relationship with each other that stays with them their whole lives. There are many memories to create as you grow up together. As you get older, you may begin to do things on your own, but the twin bond always stays strong. The best part of being a twin is having someone to share your whole childhood with and having each other's backs at all times, and most of all, creating memories that will last forever. Back to sharing your childhood with someone, you've grown up with them your whole life, so it is fun to have and fun to keep creating memories with them. Having each other's back, it's important to stand up for each other and when other people are saying stuff, and it's just good to have their back no matter what, because they'll always be there and others won't. And most of all, with the creating memories that last forever, it's just gonna always be there, so it's a good thing for you to always have. So thank you for listening, and I hope that you all enjoyed.